Annyeonghaseyo. Hi everyone, this is Ariel, one half of Soju for Two, and this is a movie review of a mainland China movie called One Night Surprise. And the three main actors, we have Bing Bing Fan plays Michelle, Rahman plays Tony, and Daniel Henney plays Bill. And there's a few other guys in this movie, but I came to this because of Daniel Henney, and I saw on his Twitter feed something about this, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of this, so I'll watch it. I couldn't watch it on any of the normal drama places. I think I ended up watching it on some random streaming site, so you may have a little trouble finding it. But I did find it in the end and watched it. But it wasn't on Drama Fever or Good Drama or any of those because it's mainland China. So usually Taiwanese dramas, there's a lot, but mainland China I usually have a little bit of trouble finding. And this is one of the first ones I think I've reviewed on this channel as well. So the plot of this story is a woman who's about 30-ish. She's really good at her job, and at her wild birthday, she blacks out and she wakes up and, everything's in disarray. So clearly she had an eventful evening and she doesn't know who she had the evening with. Fast forward and she's pregnant and she doesn't know who the father is. And I guess when I saw Daniel Henney with this, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be Daniel Henney. But, so you sort of see all the different guys in her life that she knows, and some of them are, silly jokes, and then there's, really the two. Daniel Henney plays, the jerk, and then, Rahman plays Tony, and he, by the way, his English is amazing. He speaks English a little bit in this, because Daniel Henney obviously speaks English, in this movie. And there's a few moments when they're speaking together, so I don't know if he grew up in the States. I never really looked up anything about him, but his English is great. And so the storyline, it's cute, it's what you expect. She's, trying to figure this whole thing out and, come to terms with the fact she's having a baby and all of that stuff. The love triangle is there. There's a love triangle, but it's really, she's attracted to him because he seems like the best bet, and there's some really funny moments in this where she's, runs up to him and, starts kissing him or something, but it's not actual, it's a dream, or, just doing really weird, funny things. So I think there's definitely a lot of humor to this movie. Some misunderstandings. I guess this is all about whether or not it's his baby, whether or not he's a good guy, he's, divorced, or is he? So there's lots of drama there. And then the other guy is, clearly in love with her and clearly a good guy from the beginning. So it's interesting. And I should mention, too, Rahman, he looks like Siwon from Super Junior. From the side, his profile, in the poster, I thought it was Siwon. And I was like, oh, Siwon and Daniel Henney, and drop it together. But it wasn't, but he really looks similar to him, especially from the profile. But he, so we sort of have that love story there with the two of them. Bad guy turned good. Definitely the bad guy in this is Daniel Henney, and he doesn't really turn good, spoiler alert. But yeah, the main guy is always a good guy. Fashion. So she's really fashionable. She has some amazing pieces. She wears this blue dress with a peplum that's great. So she's very fashionable in this drama, in this movie, I should say. But it's not crazy fashion. Kiss. So there's a few cute kisses in this, silly things that happen. But the end is kind of funny. So I guess there's just a few moments there. But it's not actually, for a movie about a one-night stand, there's not really a lot of action. Piggyback ride? I don't remember. I'm sure there is. I think there is. Well, at the end, she's being carted away, but not by a piggyback ride because she's in labor. Music, I don't really remember the music. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's just a cute movie. It was definitely worth a 2-hour watch. It was adorable, but it wasn't the best thing I'd ever seen. I wish that Daniel Henney been the lead, as I always do about Daniel Henney, but I think it was cute. And if you're looking for just a fun, easy movie, it's really, even though it's about a one-night stand, it's not a super sexual movie, so don't worry about that. And it was funny, it was cute, so it had some good moments, and I recommend it. Okay, bye guys!